So I want to explain yesterday's photograph of me standing with the horse and my hands on the horse, okay? I had the honour and privilege of being invited by Shelbourne Football Club to go and speak to their under-14s girls team before they head towards their final on the 12th of May this year. They wanted to get their head in the game and they wanted to give them the tools that they need to fill their boots so they can reach their potential. And I don't think they realised at the time how important sport is for me and how important sport was in my life as a teenager when I was their exact age. It was one of my very few solaces and it really kept my head on track. So I put together a programme for them and I delivered it with gusto. And there was fantastic feedback from the parents. I'm dying to hear from the kids. And there was phenomenal support yesterday up. In actual fact, I'll tell you about the location now. So I've been dealing with Casey for the last couple of months and we've been, forward and back discussing what it is exactly that we want to achieve for the girls together. And the original location of delivering this workshop to the girls was going to be the recreational centre in Beaumont. That was fine. But about a week ago, Casey messaged me and said, we're changing to McKee Barracks. And I was delighted about this because I come from an army background on both sides of my family and I have a huge affinity for all things army. So I was buzzing about this. I was like, oh my God, this is great. That was fine. So yesterday morning, I did the course with Lift Ireland. I became a facilitator for Lift. Then I was working yesterday afternoon, doing a little bit in a hotel lobby, paperwork and all the rest of it. So I was dressed from yesterday morning. And I didn't realise that when we were going to McKee Barracks, that the actual building in McKee that I was going to be delivering this programme in was the equestrian centre. So I arrived to the equestrian centre wearing a dress covered in horses. So I got loads of stick over that. But look, there's loads of synchronicities that happen in I Am Positive Mindset and everything happens for a reason. But let me get back to the girls. So the girls arrive in, they're kitted and they're suited and booted. And their parents were at the back of the room, which is an unusual circumstance because generally when I'm teaching kids, it's just the kids and sometimes the managers, not always the managers. But the parents hung around. But there was 3 people who arrived who are part of Shelbourne Football Club, 3 girls of different ages, all who have represented their country. They've represented Ireland in soccer. And one of them actually played in the Champions League. And if I am right, she is the only female to ever score a goal in qualifier or something along them lines. I'm paraphrasing now. I'm sure Casey will correct me. So they're nothing to do with this particular team that I was speaking to, but they took the time out of their day to come up and sit behind. I was actually emotional when I observed what was happening. They sat behind the girls in support of them to be a beacon and a shining light to say, look, we've been where you were. Work hard, and this is where you can get to. You can get to the standard of representing your country. So that was the first thing that I addressed in the room yesterday, was just the level of support. And Casey, their manager, is so passionate. Like, this guy is not messing. He is not messing, lads. The parents all in behind taking notes of the stuff that I was saying. They arrived with t-shirts. Look at me and my Shelbourne girls. T-shirt. Look. 2020. If she can't see it, she can't be it. Shelbourne girls. Now, hang on a second. The support that, while I'm drinking out of my tall poppy mug, the support for those girls is second to none. And I was blown away by it all and the energy in the room. They asked so many engaging questions. And, at the start of any session, I always have to say, now that's important. You should probably write that down. And I want you to reread that now in the coming weeks. I maybe had to say that 2 or 3 times. Before stuff was half out of my mouth, those girls were, yeah, that's great. You could feel the shift. You could feel the shift in them because they now know that they have the power to achieve anything that they want in sport and in their life. So the tools that I give these kids, and in any workshop that I deliver in businesses or whatever, are transferable. So not only can they apply this to their game, they can apply it in their life. And I so wished I had all this when I was 14. But I suppose if I did have it, I wouldn't be doing the job that I'm doing now, which is an honour for me. So when I said my goodbyes, and the girls were all pumped up and ready to go, and they had their notepads and their caps and their t-shirts and suited and booted, Casey brought me down to see the horses. And as you guys know, I'm a Reiki master, and horses are extremely spiritual animals and will only kind of really allow you into their space if they're comfortable with your energy. And there's a company in America called Miraval Spa, and there's a horse that they use for people that are holding on to stuff emotionally that they should have let go a long time ago and didn't. And when they go through this process with people of letting the stuff go that they need to let go of, they approach the horse. And the horse will only allow you lift its leg if you have truly let it go. And I've seen this playing out many times. So no, I didn't try and lift the horse's leg because I had a bit of a negative experience a couple of years ago with a horse, and I haven't really spent much time around horses since then. But as you can see from the picture that my lovely friend Amanda took yesterday, the energy, I'm not joking you, that horse was so strong and powerful, majestic, humbled. The energy, I don't know who was doing Reiki on who. I don't know if I was doing Reiki on the horse or the horse was doing Reiki on me. All I know is that the energy that I absorbed from that horse was off the charts. So I didn't get an opportunity to do a live stream outside McKee Barracks because I had to attend another event abroad. I had to fly off. But that is the story behind the picture when I had my hands on the horse in McKee Barracks. And I just want to give one final shout out to Casey and all of the parents who rode in behind those kids yesterday to thank you very much. It is very heartwarming for me to see that level of support for young girls in sport. It is extremely important to me. Look, young people in sport, it's extremely important to me. My son has the privilege of pulling on the Louth jersey today. He's playing right now for the very first time. This is huge for our family. He's a county baller now. So listen, that's the story. Take it easy. There's millions of yous watching. Let me see if there's any comments. Sometimes this laptop doesn't. They are, Amanda. Amanda, thank you so much for taking that gorgeous photograph of me yesterday. I'm absolutely delighted with it, and it's getting so much traction and feedback simply because it's a snapshot in time that will never be repeated. It was just truly beautiful, and me rocking me dress with me the horses all over it while being in the equestrian centre in McKee, I think is hilarious and totally synchronistic. Sue Masterson, it's an amazing picture. Becca Kavanagh, just amazing. Listen lads, I'll leave it there. Take it easy. Have an absolutely gorgeous Saturday, and I'm going to try and do a live stream later on with Ian Delaney about Warrior Men, which is this Monday, if he has time to do it with me. Take it easy, slán. And good luck to the Shelbourne girls on the 12th of May. I'll be standing right on your shoulder, encouraging you all the way. What you focus on expands. So we're only focusing on the positives. And I want to hear all of them positive I ams flying through social media streams between now and then. And I am so looking forward to hearing from Casey, finding out that you smashed it. Take it easy. Slán.